Example 3. Write an equation of the hyperbola with foci at -5, 0, and 5, 0, and vertices at -2, 0, and 2, 0. So starting out, I'm going to start with a picture. Foci are at -5, 0, and 5, 0. Now, if those are the foci, that's telling you your C value, which we now know C from our center, which would be right in the middle, is going to be 5. Then it tells us we have vertices at -2 and 2. And if those are your vertices, then we know that our A value is going to be 2. Now we also know, because those are our vertices, that our vertices have to cut through. They're on the x-axis. So we're going to cut through the x-axis, which means our hyperbola is going to be standing up. Now because it's standing up and it's cutting through the x-axis, we're going to have x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared equals 1. In this equation, x squared over a squared, well, a is 2, so I know that's 4, minus y squared over b squared, but I don't know b. In order to find b, we're going to use our relationship, which says that c squared equals a squared plus b squared. C squared, we know C is 5, so that's 25. A squared, we know A is 2, so that's 4. Subtract 4 from both sides, we get B squared equals 21. Now, we could take that one step further and take the square root, but it's not necessary because we want B squared. B squared is 21, so we know this is 21 equals 1. Example 4. Write an equation of the hyperbola with foci at 0, -6, and 0, 6, and vertices at 0, -5, and 0, 5. Again, start with a picture. Our foci are at 0, -6, and 0, 6. Now, if those are our foci, again, they're telling you your C value is 6. Then we have our vertices, which are 0, -5, and 0, 5. And if those are your vertices, then again, your A value is going to be 5. Now, this time, because our vertices are on our y-axis and our foci are also on our y-axis, that tells us that our hyperbola is laying sideways and he cuts through the y-axis. So if he's cutting through the y-axis this time, we're going to have y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared equals 1. Y squared over a squared is 25 minus x squared, and again, I don't know my b squared. So we're going to go back to our relationship. I know that c squared is 36, a squared is 25. If we subtract 25 from both sides, we're going to get 11. And again, we could take the square root of 11, but it's not necessary because we just want b squared right there, which is 11, equals 1.